Here are some level 4 solutions for this week's work, which is the week 7, solving proportions 2. We want you to find y for each of the following. So in this situation, you've got two equivalent fractions. So you've got 2/30ths being equal to y over 120. So that's an equivalent fraction. The first thing we do is we cross multiply. So we look across the equal sign and we see that there is a 30 and a y. And so this individual has shown that 30 times y needs to be multiplied. Then she's putting an equal sign in between. The next step she's performed is she's taken the two, okay. Here are examples of level 4 work from week 7. So in this situation, you've got equivalent fractions. 10 over y being equal to 4 over 16. So one strategy we've introduced in this week is cross multiplying. So in the first step that appears under our equivalent fraction line, we show that we've cross multiplied. So you can see this individual has shown 10 times 16. And then she puts an equal sign after. She cross multiplies using the other numbers. And she's shown 4 times y. Notice that she has just copied that line down below. There's no other outside thinking or extra thinking involved. In her third line, she has done the math. So she's multiplied 10 times 16 to get 160. She's copied her equal sign. And she's shown that 4 times y is just the same as 4y. In the third line down here, she has shown that to get y by itself, you need to perform opposite operations. And actually, this is one thing she's missed. She needs to show a 4 on the bottom of the fraction here to show that if you divide 4 by 4, you get 1y. And she showed that right here. Because she divided by 4 over here, she also needs to divide the other side of the equal sign by 4. So this individual would need to put an equal sign in her answer here as well for it to be, this is actually level 3 plus, for it to be a level 4 answer. Now, what she has done in this step, which is her fourth step, is she's taken 160 divided by 4 equals 40. Okay, let's stop that. We're going to take a look at some level 3, level 4 work from this week. What this student has in the question at the top line are what we call equivalent fractions. So that means one fraction is equal to a second fraction. And you'll notice that every step that she presents, there's an equal sign in the middle of each of the steps. You can see in her 1, 2, third step down that she's missed putting the equal sign in between what was equivalent fractions. And she's got a fourth step and a fifth step. So you'll notice that each line is a step in rewriting the line above it. Okay, so what she's done here in her first step is she's used the strategy of cross multiplication, which means from the equivalent fractions we multiply across the equal sign. So you can see that she's rewritten what I've just circled as 10 times 16. She's copied the equal sign, and then she's cross multiplied with the remaining numbers. So she's written that as 4 times y. Now in her second step, she's actually done some math. So the 160 comes from multiplying 10 times 16. She's copied the equal sign, and we know now that 4 times y can just be written as 4y. In her third line, what she has done is she has used opposite operations. So she has divided both sides of the equal sign by the number 4. In her fourth line, she actually does the math. So 160 divided by 4 gives you 40. She copied the equal sign. 4 divided by 4 gives you 1. And y is left over. Okay, let's make this look like a 4. It looks like a y. So these 4 divided by 4 gives us the 1. The y stays. And so she's left with y equals 40. This is actually a level 4 minus answer. And the only reason it's not level 4 is because they missed the equal sign in that step there. This question again uses cross multiplication. So the individual indicates that you multiply across the equal sign. So you get 1 times 4 equals 8 times y. In their next step, they have multiplied the 1 times 4 to get 4. They recognize that 8 times y is 8y. Now they use opposite operations and divide both sides by 8 to isolate y. 4/8 is the same as 0.5, and so y is equal to 0.5. This is a level 4 answer.